Hey, Pen. Thought you were supposed to be at a wedding.
I am. Why should I be on time to Cousin Trudy's wedding when I'm already 2 years late for my own?
I love weddings. Chuck and Sylvia were going to get married. They had this big ceremony planned, but they had to call it off.
Why?
Chuck's wife refused to give him away.
I can't believe it. In 15 minutes, I'm going to be beaten to the altar by a girl I used to call Old Pork Butt.
Big eater?
When her mother asked her what kind of flower she wanted on her bouquet, she said cauliflower.
Hey, hold it. If that ceremony starts in 15 minutes, you better get home and change.
What's wrong with this? I mean, it's not like I'm going to be a bridesmaid. Oh, dear Gussie! Well, it's good enough for pork butt.
Here you go, Donald.
Was that veal?
Yes.
Great, I forgot to get her a present.
Well. Could I see a dessert menu?
Sure. Cliff, I don't know whether I should say anything, but there's a customer in here who keeps staring at you.
So, what's new? Women still hit on me from time to time.
This is a man.
Which one?
That one.
Wait a minute, I know him. That's Mr. Farnsworth.
What a distinguished-looking gentleman. Maybe I'd like to meet him.
He was our butcher. See, when I was a kid, I saw him slaughter a hog once.
But unfortunately, I'm not his type. Well, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll go have a nightmare.
Hey, Joe. Joe, you remember Mr. Farnsworth? From the old neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is that him?
Yeah, it is. Come on. Mr. Farnsworth, I bet you don't remember us. I'm Joe Waters, and this is Little Cliff.
Well, what a wonderful surprise. You two boys work here?
Yeah, we own it. Well, Joe owns it, actually. My job is more what you would call the
help.
The help. The help.
Hey!
Hey, Lou! Guess who's here?
Okay. Is there a time limit?
No, Lou. Mr. Farnsworth, a butcher from the old neighborhood, he's here.
He ain't welcome here.
Of course he's welcome.
It's all right. I'll go. I certainly didn't come here to cause trouble. Goodbye, boys.
Hey, what's with you? He wasn't doing anything. Why'd you make him leave?
Has something to do with Mom.
Hey, Lou, what's going on?
Okay. Farnsworth used to be Mom's butcher, right?
Right.
And Saturday's the anniversary of Mom's death, right?
Right.
When I seen him sitting in that chair, all of a sudden, all my thoughts come together.
Must have been quite a collision. Lou, I want you to tell us everything.
Okay. As you know, Mom was our mother.
Get to Mom and Mr. Farnsworth.
Okay. After Pop died, I seen them together once.
So what? So a lonely butcher asked Mom out?
He wasn't a lonely butcher. He was a married man.
A married man took advantage of our mother. Poor widow, woman who devoted her life to raising us.
And he won't even let her go now she's dead. I remembered something. I seen him at the cemetery last year. And a year before that, and a year before that, and a year before that.
And the year before that?
No, I missed that year. They had this painful buildup of earwax.
The point is, you think that's what he came back for?
Right.
Well, no two-timing bum is laying flowers on Mom's grave. If he shows up Saturday, he's gonna have to deal with Mrs. Waters' boys.
Greetings, boys and girls, and all who might be faking it.
Hi, Donald. What can I get you?
Do you know Mark Harmon's phone number? No. Well, then nothing for me, thanks.
So, Donald, have you heard any interesting news lately?
Oh, you know. Maybe one small item, but of course I've never been one to gossip. How about you? Any news?
Well, I did hear one thing that sort of held my interest. But I've always felt the same way about gossip that you have.
Of course.
Absolutely. You're not going to
You're not
believe
going to
this.
believe this, but Mr. Farnsworth was in here the other day. He was in the fair with the boys' mother, and now he's back in town. The boys are all bent out of shape. If he ever shows his face again here, I just don't want to think about it. When did you hear about this?
Joe! You told me this morning. When did you hear?
Cliff called me last night.
Damn!
Can't beat the homo hotline. Where are they now?
Well, the last I heard, Lou was driving everyone to the cemetery so they could lay some flowers on their mother's grave.
What a lovely thought.
Yeah. You know, those boys have always cared about their mom.
No, I meant the thought of Lou on his way to a cemetery. Lou, will you try and calm down?
No way! Farnsworth had no right to be there!
Fine, but could you at least stop yelling?
No! I need to break something!
How about the record for most years between intelligent thoughts?
Shut up! Thanks, Donnie. You know, just yelling at your girly self there seemed to help calm my savage breasts.
I take it Farnsworth showed up at the cemetery?
Yeah, he showed. And we let him know how we felt.
You didn't hurt him, did you?
No, he stood his ground.
You mean he fought off all three of you?
No, actually, he stood on his ground. He bought the plot next to Mars.
Gotta yell again.
You mean as in your father to her left and Casanova to her right?
I think it sounds romantic. Like Merle Oberon's Kathy to Laurence Olivier's Heathcliff.
Laurence Olivier played a cat?
No, you noogie. It was a love story between a stable boy and a privileged girl. Life took them down many different roads, but their love never dimmed. And in the end, they were together in death as they could never be in life.
Screw 'em. I'm talking about defending my mother's honor here.
Lou, he's an old man. You just can't beat him up.
Oh, yeah. But in a few years, I'm gonna be just as old as he is, and then bang, I'll fix his wagon.
Look, there's not gonna be any hitting. I've given this some thought. And there's only one thing to do. We're gonna buy that plot from Farnsworth no matter what it costs.
Coming! Here we come!
Hiya, Donald.
Hi, Cliff.
Donald, has your life become this lonely?
Bite your tongue, Cliff Waters, or I'll have Godzilla do it for you. Isn't he great?
Yeah, can't remember the last time I've had so much fun.
It's a birthday present for Alejandro. He collects inflatable movie monsters from black and white films done during the mid to late 50s.
That's his hobby.
Well, he used to collect art, but it's like Alejandro says, you can't dance with art, baby.
Donald, can I have some coffee?
Stay.
Hey, Donald, remember that movie you told Lou about earlier?
Wuthering Heights.
Yeah. Well, I've been thinking about that film all day.
So have I. Do you know, if Olivier had taken his shirt off, it would have been a masterpiece.
You see, what's been on my mind is the part about them being together in death the way they couldn't be in life. See, what if Mom and Mr. Farnsworth had been together in life the way they could be together in death, only with more wiggling?
Cliff, whatever you're trying to say.
Really? Donald, what I'm trying to say is Lou found out after Pop died. I mean, he's not exactly swift. What if he missed the start? I mean, Mr. Farnsworth could be my father.
Your father?
Yeah, well, he could be, right?
Right.
What do you mean, right? Donald, you're supposed to say I'm getting carried away. God, if I wanted someone to yes me, I'd hire Ed McMahon.
Well, it is a possibility. What do you know about your mother?
Yeah, well, hardly anything. I was so young when she died, the only memories I have are what Lou and Joe told me. And this. I wish I had more.
What a lovely woman.
Yeah. I guess that makes it all the more possible.
Cliff, what's really bothering you?
Well, if Farnsworth turns out to be my father, Joe and Lou will just never look at me the same way again. And I don't want to lose my brothers.
Not even Lou?
Donald.
Well, it is silly. Did you lose them when you came out?
No.
Well, it's that same love that will keep you together now. A new player on the scene will never change that.
Yeah. Well, I hope so, Donald. Because I got to know the truth.
There's only one way to find out.
Maybe Farnsworth will understand.
Whoa, I wouldn't count on it. I mean, look what he's doing to Mom. How can we expect him to have respect for us when he don't have no respect for the decreased?
The who?
Mom, the decreased.
The deceased.
Mom was sick when she died.
Hey, guys. Look, I've been thinking. I mean, this is important to us, but maybe we're blowing it out of proportion. I mean, I've been having these crazy thoughts.
Hey, you're a fag.
What kind of thoughts?
Well, things that I can't even tell you guys.
Hey, you can tell us anything. We will always support you.
You will?
You our brother, ain't you?
Hello? You gentlemen wanted to see me?
Yeah, and me too.
Look, Mr. Farnsworth, we have a proposition.
Don't say proposition around this guy.
Lou!
Mr. Farnsworth, please.
I'll just pull up a chair.
Look, Mr. Farnsworth.
No, please, call me by my first name.
Oh, I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Well, yes, I would.
Well, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna call you Tex. Yeah, that's it. Tex.
I understand you gentlemen are upset, but perhaps you could look at it from my side.
Oh, no, I ain't moving. I'm sitting right here. Once you get us up moving around there, first thing we know, you've gone for a knife.
A knife fight? You know, my hands are so gnarled with arthritis, I can't even whittle.
Look, Mr. Farnsworth, all we want to do is buy that plot from you. You name your price, we will pay it.
It's not for sale.
Mr. Farnsworth, be reasonable. It can't be as important to you as it is to us.
And why not?
Because she was a mother.
She was everything to us.
The first face we knew, the hand we trusted. How can you compare how you feel to the way we do? She raised us. She made the clothes on our backs. She fed us. She nursed us through the night. The day began with her smile. She taught us to pray. Sang us to sleep at our bedside. She was our mother.
And a woman. The only woman I ever loved.
The only woman, but you were married.
A marriage between two children, arranged by their families. We cared about each other, but we never loved.
If you loved her so much, why didn't you get a divorce, marry her?
Yeah, why not, Tex?
Such things weren't done then. Your mother would never have consented. She could never have torn a family apart. And if we had, we would have had to move out of the neighborhood. She just never would have uprooted you kids. She just never would have consented.
Yet she consented to the...
No, what she did or did not consent to is no concern of yours. I've asked myself, would Marie have wanted me to have that plot again and again? And again and again, Marie tells me yes, from in here. I owe you boys no such explanation, but I can see that it's eating at you. See, all those things you said are true. She cooked for you. She cleaned for you. And there were no fluff and folds, no Mrs. Paul's frozen fish cakes. She did everything by hand, from scratch. She lived for you boys. As a mother. But she was also a woman. Widowed, not yet old. What were her joys? Things were hard for women then. She couldn't even go out and smoke a cigarette in public if she wanted.
That's true. Mom never smoked. Although Aunt Mafalda did chew tobacco.
Her one joy, she walked in the park alone Wednesday evenings when her sister came over. And one evening we met by the bandstand, and thereafter many times. We'd walk and talk. She'd laugh. It was a long time before her first laugh, but then it came easy. It came like the summer rain when it would. It was unexpected. And I told her about William Butler Yeats and John Donne and William Blake. She'd never heard such things. But, oh, she was quick. Before long, she could recite their lines by heart. And eventually, we touched hands and held them. And once, just once, we shared a kiss. A long summer kiss with the smell of cut grass blowing coolly across our fevered cheeks.
That's it? Only a kiss?
Just once. And in front of just one person. That moron hiding in the bushes.
So you admit it then, Tex?
I will not sell. Your mother was a woman, too. You must accept that. I'm sorry if you don't understand. Sorry if it hurts you. I'm not sorry I loved the woman.
No, no, let him go. Let him go.
Mr. Farnsworth,
Yes?
tell me something about my mother. As a person. I don't have a picture of her in my head. Only grainy black and whites.
Her hair was honey-colored, swept back, neat, in the best modern way. I told you about her laugh. I didn't tell you she had a tiny chipped tooth she tried to hide when she laughed, so it came out this cute little crooked smile. Marie could sing like a bird, and would. She had the most beautifully expressive hands she used when she talked. Really beautiful hands.
Mr. Farnsworth, I'd like to know your first name. What did my mother call you?
Clifford.